Hey, what's going on, everybody? Commander Crane here, and we're back with probably our final March of the Machine video, honestly, overall. So today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 cards from the set as a whole. I guess it's mostly like Pioneer oriented for the most part, but there's some cards I think potentially could be players in other formats that I'll talk about. It's just this is my personal list of top 10 favorite cards, so expect a lot of red and a lot of green. Probably not really a lot of blue. So, which, in all fairness, spoiler alert, there are really no blue cards in this list. It's not the fact that there were some blue cards I really liked from this set, but I don't think blue was a really big color in this set overall. So yeah, we're going to hop right into it here again. It's my personal thing. Let me know in the comment section below, what's your top 5, top 10 favorite cards from the set? Do you agree with my list? Do you think I'm some just dumb Gruul mage that doesn't know Magic cards? Just let me know in the comment section below. So we're hopping right into here. Number 10 on the list is Seal from Existence. White 1 enchantment with Ward 3. Whenever it becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter unless they pay 3. When it's Seal from Existence enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until Seal from Existence leaves the battlefield. So, this card's awesome. Oblivion Ring, Banishing Light effects are always great, especially for like standard. But this is interesting. It has Ward. So with Ward 3, like Ward 3 is very big. Like Ward 1's like, man, it's a little bit. 2 is kind of annoying. 3 is like, wow, like naturalize 5 mana. Like that's a gigantic effect. So I think this card could be a very good card just to play in general in Pioneer. I think it's a great sideboard card. I think white decks really, really want this. At least like some control decks probably wouldn't, especially like blue-white, because they can play like Detention Sphere, that kind of thing. But Seal from Existence, like wow, like warding off like Besagus and stuff like that potentially, I think is awesome too. I think this card's just really good. I like it. And even heck, if you want to play this in Commander, if you have like an enchantment theme going on, it's great. I mean, it's a Oblivion effect with Ward 3. I'm all about this card. Number 9, Surge of Salvation. So 1 white instant, you and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Prevent all damage that black and or red sources would deal to creatures you control this turn. So, couple things. 1, I love it when Wizards of the Coast prints Burn Hate. I love it. Keep printing Burn Hate. I love it. Keep it coming. Second thing, I really like how it's you and permanents you control get hexproof till end of turn. You can protect yourself from a Thoughtseize. It kind of gives like the Veil of Summer-esque vibes. Definitely not as broken because you're not cantripping from it. But I think this card's really good. If you're playing a white deck in Standard or Pioneer, this is probably just a staple in that, as a sideboard card. I think this card has a lot of potential in Modern too. I know that there's one that gives like, you hexproof, you gain 2 life, and has rebound. I wish I remember what that card does in Modern. But this is like kind of a little different. Again, Burn Hate. I love Burn Hate. So yeah, I don't know it's interesting to see where this card's gonna go, but I'm a very big fan of this, and I'm definitely gonna be playing it in a lot of my sideboards. So, number 8, Marshal of Zhalfir. So, this is the card that I chose to represent this, which I'll explain in a second. So, it's a 2/2 for blue-white. Other knights you control get +1/+1, and you can tap blue-white and tap another target creature. So, shout out to Wasteland Owl. Loves knights, and I don't blame him. Knights are very cool, and I think, like, this is, like, probably one of my favorite knights. It's a 2-drop lord with a good effect on it. It's, like, 2-drop lords are the new standard now for most tribes in Magic, so I'm very excited that they're printing this. Knights, I think they had a 2-mana lord, but it's not like super impressive. But I'm big fan of this card. Just knights in general. I like it when they print knight tribal. I know they do a lot of humans and soldiers, but knights, specifically knights. I love it when they do knight tribal synergies. And I'm excited that they're bringing a whole bunch to this set, and this is the good lord that they're bringing. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy that they're bringing back all the cool knight cards. Number 7 on the list is Deep Root Wayfinder. 2/3 for 2, Merfolk Scout. When it deals combat damage to a player or battle, surveil 1. Then you may return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So I'm not going to be playing this a lot in Pioneer or Standard mostly. I like this for Modern. So for those who don't know, I love playing Ponza decks in Modern. It's kind of like when I do play Modern, that's typically what I play, is like red green Ponza-esque decks. And I think that this is a very good 2-drop. Because obviously being able to ramp yourself, you know, cracking your fetch lands, and then being able to get them back with the Deeproot Wayfinder is awesome. I'm definitely going to try it in that deck. I don't know how good it will be, but I'm definitely going to be trying it for sure. Even half the time, just the Surveil one's nice. I mean, like, I definitely like the effect overall for the deck, so I'm very interested to see how this is going to go. It's a 2/3 for 2 with great upside. Sign me up, and it's green, so it's even better. So number 6 is Into the Fire. 2 in a red sorcery. Choose one. Into the Fire deals 2 damage to each creature, planeswalker in battle, or put any number of cards from your hand onto the bottom of your library, then draw them any +1. So I like this card because it's a flexible, like board wipe, essentially. Not board wipe, but a mini board wipe. So for those who don't know, for most of my sideboards, I like to play Anger of the Gods, or Sweltering Suns, or Slagstorm for Modern, what have you. And so this card is kind of like that in a way. It hits planeswalkers, which can be very relevant, especially very relevant in these times. But what's really nice is, you know, sometimes these effects can get really cluttered in your hand, and it's nice that you can cash this in for more cards. You know, if that's what you're trying to do, like if your hand kind of stinks and you're sitting on a bunch of, you know, board wipes, cash it in. Discard you put any number of cards on the bottom of your library, then draw that many, is just great. Get rid of the chaff, get into the good cards. So I'm really excited about this card. I think it's really good. The 3 mana, 2 damage effects are generally like pretty good. You know, like it all started with the pirate one, which name I'm forgetting all of a sudden, and then there was Flame Sweep, and then now we're getting like this one, which is at a rare. So yeah, I think this card's gonna be great. I'm gonna play this on a number of sideboards, so definitely expect that coming in a lot of my sideboards, honestly, that I'm going to be building soon. Number 5, Ancient Imperiosaur. So 6/6 for 5 green dinosaur with Convoke. Your creatures can help cast the spell. Each creature you tap while casting the spell pays for 1 generic or 1 mana of that creature's color. Has Trample and Ward 2. Ancient Imperiosaur enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it for each creature that convoked it. So big fan of this card. It's a dinosaur with Trample and Ward 2. Not Ward 3 or Ward 4, but Ward 2 still really good. I don't know what I'm going to build with this card yet. I've been tossing around the idea. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm going to be playing this card in some capacity. What that's going to look like, I don't know yet. But I will obviously be sharing that to the channel once I do figure it out. But this card, I think it's really, really fun. You know, and it's huge, like if you convoke it. So I don't know. I wanted to throw this on the list here because this is going to be just one of those cards that I just really like. We'll see if I can find a good shell for it or not, but as soon as I do, obviously I'll be posting that to the channel here. So we're at the top 5 now. So now we're going to be hitting the real spicy cards, the cards I'm really excited for. So let's hop into number 4. Number 4 is Invasion of Ixalan, which is above me, and then the card to this way. Yes. Yeah, this way is the Belligerent Regisaur. So Invasion of Ixalan is 1 and a green. Siege. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent and put it in your hand and put the rest on the bottom. And then it has 4 damage counters. And when it flips, it turns into a 4/3 trampling dinosaur, Belligerent Regisaur. Whenever you cast a spell, Belligerent Regisaur gets indestructible until end of turn. So very powerful card. It's one of the rare battles, so it's, you know, the overall power level is very high. So it adds Green Devotion, which can be relevant. You know, being able to like dig for, you know, more permanents is great. I think this card has a real shot at being used in like mono green Devotion. I know it's like the flip side is a 4/3 Trampler, which isn't exactly what the Devotion deck wants, but being able to dig and reveal any permanent, that means you can hit a Nykthos, you can hit a Planeswalker, you can hit whatever you want. You can, if you need just a random forest, it hits anything, essentially, in the entire deck except for Storm the Festival. So I think it could be good there, but a lot of it is I really like it with a card that's going to be coming up on our list, spoiler alert. But yeah, overall, I really like the Invasion cards, and this is definitely one of my favorites of the set. So, number 3, is Polukranos Reborn, which probably was to nobody's surprise that it was going to be on this. It was just kind of a matter of where. So 4/5 for green, green, green. It's a 4/5 with reach, and I just forgetting that I did not put the flip side of it on here, and I apologize for that. But we're not really playing it for the backside per se. Then, so yeah, 4/5 with reach. Then we could pay 6 in a Phyrexian white to transform it, only as a sorcery. And when it transforms, it turns into a 6/6 with lifelink and reach. And basically, whenever it or another Hydra dies, we get a 3/3 Hydra with lifelink and a 3/3 Hydra with reach. So yeah, it's like Wurmcoil Engine-esque kind of thing. I think this Polukranos is awesome for multiple reasons. One, 3 green pips, great for devotion. Throw it in there with Old Growth Troll and Steel Leaf Champion, where it's like the undercosted green fatties that you can play on turn 2 after Llanowar Elf. 4/5 with reach. Green decks typically tend to struggle with early game flyers. This can definitely help. It's a 4/5. It's gigantic. I almost am wondering if Mono Green Devotion would want to play this. Like, it doesn't ramp them like Old Growth Troll. Like, it wouldn't just replace Old Growth Troll or anything like that. But I'm wondering if they would want it as just like a mana sink to just do things. I don't know. Unlikely, but there's a chance. I was talking to a friend of mine that plays Mono Blue Spirits, and she's very upset about Polukranos, and you know what? Too bad. So I think this card is really awesome. I even made a Polukranos video about a month ago about hoping that it would return at some point, and it did make its return. So I'm very excited about this card. Card is great. I'm excited to see where it goes. So now we're in the top 2. We are in like premium spice level here. Number 2 is Rampaging Raptor. It's a 4/4 for 2 red with trample and haste. It's a dinosaur. 2 in a red, Rampaging Raptor gets +2/+0 until end of turn. When Rampaging Raptor deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls, or battle that player controls. So the battle part is not the most important part of this card, but it is important. So it's kind of like the dinosaur red version of Questing Beast, being able to, when it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to a planeswalker, which is a great effect. I really like how it has, so Questing Beast has, the Steel Leaf Champion text, and then it, Vigilance and Death Touch. This has Trample and Haste, has Haste just like Questing Beast, similar mana cost, similar effect. The being able to Fire Breathe is really great. I think that's an awesome added effect on it. So the key part with the battle specifically. So we'll jump back here. So what's really great about Invasion of Ixalan and Rampaging Raptor is with the 4 damage counters that it has on there, Rampaging Raptor unblocked single-handedly basically allows you to flip it, which I think is great, and it transforms into a dinosaur, which is pretty cool. So overall, I'm excited about Rampaging Raptor. Spoiler alert, kind of a teaser. Very soon, I'm going to be posting an updated red-green dinosaur tribal deck for Pioneer. It's going to be playing Rampaging Raptor and Invasion of Ixalan. A little bit of 1-2 punch. If we're in Magical Christmas Land, play the turn 2 Invasion of Ixalan, turn 3 Rampaging Raptor after an elf, and then smack him for 4, trigger, get a 4/3. I think it's just going to be really fun overall. So, Rampaging Raptor, very high in this card. Don't be surprised if I play this in Modern too. I'm going to play this in probably every format. I'm going to play this in Standard if I play Red in Standard. I'm going to play this in Pioneer. I'll probably give it a shot in Modern. If I played Legacy, I would play this card. I love dinosaurs, and I'm very excited to see this card come to the set. But it's only number 2. I'm sure everybody probably who watches the channel probably figured out what's number 1 on the list. I'm not even going to be suspenseful about it. It's Invasion of Tarkir. I mean, what other card was it going to be? So, Invasion of Tarkir, 1 in red, 5 damage counters. When it enters the battlefield, reveal any number of dragon cards from your hand. When you do, Invasion of Tarkir deals X plus 2 damage to any other target, where X is the number of cards revealed this way. X can be 0. So, I kind of made a whole video about the Invasion of Tarkir in general. I forgot to mention Defiant Thundermaw. Love that it's a Thundermaw. 4/4 Flying Trample. When a dragon you control attacks, it deals 2 damage to any target. That's, if you're attacking with 3 damage, you have 3 triggers. Gross. Just really, really gross. So Invasion of Tarkir, excellent card. I'm very excited to see where this card goes. Yeah, I'm not going to go super in depth on this card. I made a whole video that was dedicated to Invasion of Tarkir at the very end of the video here. If you'd like to check out that video, I'll leave that in like the little, it'll be like the pop-up video. So if you want to check out my full analysis of Invasion of Tarkir, but I think this card's awesome for Dragon decks. It is a staple in Dragon decks. It is like the Bone Crusher Giant of Dragon decks. So very excited about this card in general and the set in general, which takes us to our last slide. Thank you for watching, everybody, and good luck at the pre-release for those who are attending the pre-release. Again, I think this set is awesome. I'm really excited for it overall. This is probably the most excited I've been for a Magic set since probably Dominaria United. I was very excited for, but this set has like way more goodies that I'm excited to play. So once again, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section below, what's your favorite card from the set? What do you think about my list? Do you think it's a terrible list? Just let me know in the comment section below. And also feel free to check out the video on your screen, probably right now, about Invasion of Tarkir Spotlight. That's all I got for you. I'll catch you in the next video.